So, what's going on out there, everyone? Thank you for coming back to my channel to watch another one of my videos. This is going to be the first of the actual kind of like vlog series, if you will. But anyway, this one is going to be about getting to know me, since you don't really know me unless you're from the Mom Podcast, which you probably have a pretty good understanding of me, I guess, in general, at least for video games. But this is going to be for everyone else who's maybe new to the channel or just doesn't know me in person, etc., etc. I don't imagine there's going to be many of you, but hey, there's going to be some. So this is Myles. This is Myles. It's this guy right here, the guy that just spat on his computer screen. Actually, fun fact. Let's go ahead and clean that up. Anyway, what I like to do most in my life is I play games, I read comics, I watch movies, and I listen to music. And yes, I'm cheating. If you see me looking down, it's because I have a notepad where I wrote all this out so I can gather my thoughts. But let's start with the main thing, games, because that is what I do the most. Let's be honest. That's probably what you're going to see the most around here. That's what I enjoy the most. It's just the hobby that kind of ingrained itself in my life and has become part of me at this point. The main game that I play is Destiny. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. I don't care if anyone thinks it's bad. I know people always ask the question, "Oh, people still play this game?" Yes, people still play the game. It's still fun. It's enjoyable. I've been playing since day one. I've been playing since before day one. Technically, I was in the alpha and the beta, and I just love the game. It just feels right to play, and the lore, even though they don't do the best job of putting it in the game, is really enjoyable to find out about to me. And it's part of me again at this point. I've just spent so much time in it. I can actually give you an exact number of how long I've spent in this game once I pull up the link, but to kill time, I'm going to go ahead and move on to what my favorite game is. My favorite game of all time is actually not Destiny. Don't get me wrong, I love me some Destiny, and if I had to pick like a current favorite game, it'd probably be Destiny. But the favorite game of all time would have to be Mortal Kombat 2. I know a lot of you are probably thinking I'm crazy, probably think I'm insane, and I will clarify to say that I actually don't like Mortal Kombat 2, but it is my favorite game. That sounds insane, but it'll make sense once I explain it to you. Mortal Kombat 2 is simply where it all started for me. That is the first game I ever played. I sat down with my dad and my cousins, and we all played, and we had a great time, and I got the absolute snot kicked out of me. But we played it as a family and everything, and it was something I really had fun with, even though I didn't understand, even though I was sitting there just my hands spasming on the controller. It was just something that like it kind of shaped what who I am as a gamer at this point. I am a very social gamer. If I have the option of playing with people or playing, without anyone, just solo, I will always pick the competitor. Not competitive. Well, I do like competitive gaming, but I will always pick the cooperative experience. I love playing Destiny with my friends. I love playing pretty much anything I can play with my friends. Like speedrunners, that's a great game to play with your friends as long as one of them doesn't just implode over it, which happened unfortunately. But I digress. I like playing games with my friends, of course. It's why No Man's Sky kind of got killed for me. Still a great game, don't get me wrong. Still great. Still pulled off some amazing things, but that's a topic for another video. But anyway, let's get back to Destiny for a second. I've spent exactly 988 hours in Destiny, and that does not include me screwing around in the tower or being in space just waiting to get between missions. That is actual playtime. Some people would be really not proud of it, but I don't really care. It's something I enjoy. It's something I had fun with. So, I have enjoyed probably the vast majority of those 988 hours. Um, but beyond that, uh, don't get me wrong. You'll see other stuff in Destiny, by the way. I do also play Binding of Isaac. That's a really close second. And if I find the time, I'll pick up other games, or I should say, find the money. I'm not always the most wealthy. I don't know why that's my money face. That's it's awful. Anyway, yeah, I also enjoy other things. Like I said, comics. In terms of comics, I read a lot of comics. Actually, I've actually read. I honestly have a list that's a little bit too large, probably. So I've kind of been burnt out for a little bit, and I have a large backlog right now. I don't. I'm not one of the fanboys that believes, oh, you can only read Marvel, or oh, you can only read DC. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. The same with consoles, PS4, PC, Xbox One. I don't care. Whatever. Play them what you like. Play them all, personally. But in terms of comics, I have not read for a good. It's probably been like a month and 3 weeks. It's almost 2 months. Yeah. But I had been reading. Had been. Saga is one of my absolute favorite comics. Invincible is my absolute favorite comic. Closely followed by Irredeemable and Irredeemable and Incorruptible. Those two were short runs, 30 issues, but they were just amazing comics in my opinion. Um, and on top of that, just like I said, Civil War. There's a Moon Knight. I like some of the lesser known stuff, not to be a hipster, but just because it's interesting some of the time. I found Moon Knight to be very very intriguing. Just his this dude's absolutely insane, and yet he's not. It's weird. I would definitely suggest that one. One of the lesser known titles, although I think it's gotten some pretty good fame and notoriety as of recently, is Rat Queens. That's a great, great comic series. It's hilarious, and I actually care about the characters. One of those kind of situations. It's a, I mean, I'm not going to be an SJW. I'm not an SJW, but if you want a strong female cast in your comic books, there you go. Rat Queens. Pick that up. It's fantasy. If you like fantasy, you'll dig it. Invincible's superhero, superhero, I'm beating your face, all that good stuff. It actually has a story, don't get me wrong, but there is a lot of I'm beating your face and that good stuff. Um, but yeah, I need to get back on the boat on that one. So you'll probably see comic reviews or comic comments, if you will. That's a good name for a show, right? Comic comments. Actually is. I'm gonna use that. No one take that from me. But yeah, that's gonna come later once I actually get back on the boat. I've been trying to say I'm gonna wait until I get a tablet so I can like read it when I'm out and about or hang out with friends and don't really have anything to do while they're watching Berserk or whatever. So I'm gonna try and get back on that, but it might be a minute because I ain't got no money for a tablet. Fun fact. But on top of that, like I said, I also like movies. I mainly stick to comedy, horror, and action, just because those are the ones that they're just the most fun to watch to me. Horror is just, especially when I'm watching with friends at one of their houses. Horror is the best, just because we sit there and just talk trash all the movie. So that's just a fun time. Action and comedy, pretty much the same. Just I like laughing. I like being like, oh, that was so cool, or oh, what's going around that corner? Why are you doing this, woman? Don't do that. Why are you doing that, dude? Don't go into the basement. So that's generally how I enjoy my movies. I don't think I'll ever pull off a mystery science theater kind of thing going on here, but it would be awesome, and I would definitely be interested in doing that. But I just don't really have the resources to pull that together. Also, there's copyright issues and all that junk, and I just I just I can, as you can see, like I don't even, I have like this and that and the camera. This is my bedroom. I don't have an office or studio. That's my bedroom. That's a post. That's a poster. There we go. I gotta get used to the reverse thing again. But beyond that, music, music. I like pretty much any music but most modern rap and country. That's pretty much my cutoff, and anything else is just like a like if I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If you want specific bands, I've been to a Dillinger Escape playing concert. I don't really go to concerts, so that says something if I've been there. Uh, the Red Chord, also great band. Um, the Faceless were at the Dillinger Escape band concert, but I really enjoyed them. That's where I picked them up. It's not just metal, by the way. I'm into Mike Snow. Actually, Genghis Khan is like my favorite song right now. As of the recording of this video, Genghis Khan is my favorite song. It might not be in 2 days, but who knows? And then on top of that, it's a lot of everything. I've got some like smooth stuff on my iPod. I've got some, like I said, I've got some metal. I have some rap, not much. Like Childish Gambino is probably my favorite rapper. Uh, I don't know if people count that or not, but I'm gonna count it because this is my channel. This is my video, so I don't care about you other people. I do care about you. I love you people, but you get what I'm saying. Um, and then beyond that, that's pretty much it. That is me. Those are the things that make me who I am, and those are the things I like talking about. Whether it's talking about the newest bit of lore in the video game I'm playing, or talking about who would beat who in terms of comic books, like who would beat who. Would it be Spider-Man versus, I don't know the DC equivalent of Spider-Man off the top of my head, if I'm being absolutely honest. I guess Batman, and of course everyone's gonna say Batman because Batman beats everybody, but yeah, Batman beats everybody, but get down to brass tacks. Think about the powers, the things they've done, et cetera, et cetera. Like, Spider-Man's holding back like 90% of his power. Batman is pretty strong, but he's still a human, et cetera, et cetera. But that is the kind of thing that you would find me talking about probably. Same with movies, just like, oh, did you enjoy that movie? What did you enjoy about that movie? That's a very basic conversation line that comes after movies that I'm realizing as I'm saying it, but still, again, you get the idea. Um, yeah, that's it. That's it for the video. That has been, this has been, let's use proper grammar since I like to say I'm very grammatically correct. Anyway, this has been the video, a new vlog, my first vlog. It was awful, wasn't it? I loved it, but it was awful. But yeah, this has been my first vlog. Like I said, it's called Getting to Know Myles. That's me, this guy, this wonderful, this beautiful, beautiful man right here. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the other videos that are on my channel. There's one other video that I'm talking in. The other ones are gameplay videos right now, little clips of funny things I've seen, mainly in Destiny. But there's some infamous. I think there's a Dragon Age one up. I'm not sure, but I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy what I have for you in the future, be it vlogs or gameplay or whatever else I can come up with. I know there's a couple of my friends who would really like to get in on this with me. I don't I don't know if they're trying to ride my coattails, but they're gonna they're gonna be dragging on the ground a little bit. I'm assuming for at least for a little while. But yes, this has been the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Subscribe if you don't mind. If you do mind, still, I appreciate the view. Have a good one.